According to Millman's theorem, the number of parallel voltage sources can be converted into one single source and an internal resistor. So consider a network wherein you have many voltage sources and each voltage source is having internal resistance. And all these sources are connected in parallel. Now the circuit looks complicated, but according to Millman's theorem, this whole circuit can be converted into a single voltage source, a series resistance, and the required load resistance. The formal statement of Millman's theorem is when number of voltage sources V1, V2, V3 up to Vn, say there are Vn or say n voltage sources which are connected in parallel having internal resistances R1, R2 and so on, the arrangement can be replaced by a single equivalent voltage source Vn with an equivalent series resistance. So let us see how it looks. So these are the voltage sources V1, V2, V3 up to Vn. There are many voltage sources in between as well. And R1, R2, R3 up to Rn are the internal resistances respectively for all these sources. Now the problem is to find out the current passing through this Rn. The problem can be solved by applying many KVL equations, but there are n equations and n unknowns which will take n times of the time that you take for solving one loop, which is really complicated. Now this circuit, if converted as a Vn voltage source, a series resistance R parallel to it, and just RL, the current passing through RL will be IL is equal to V divided by R plus RL. Now how these values of V and R are found? Let's see. So the value of V is given as V1 into 1 upon R1 plus V2 into 1 upon R2 and so on till Vn into 1 upon Rn. This can be seen as V1 into admittance of R1 or say admittance of the first branch. Admittance is nothing but the reciprocal of the resistance. So this is how you can see the numerator is developed, divided by the additions of admittances of all the branches. So in the division you have 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3 and so on till 1 upon Rn. This value is nothing but 1 upon R. Alright. So this is what we are talking about. If you add all the admittances, you are going to get a one single admittance 1 upon R or say G, which we are going to use in this formula. So this is nothing but R. That's what we have written here. 1 upon R is 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 and so on till 1 upon R. So you can easily remember this formula by using this particular statement, the addition of multiplications of voltage and admittance of each branch divided by the addition of all the admittances of all the branches. So you can just easily remember this formula. This formula is lengthy but certainly saves us time to solve for all those KVL equations. Let's solve a problem for Millman's theorem. Let us assume this is our problem and we have to find out the current passing through 2 ohm. Now this is the voltage source, this is the voltage source. 1 ohm is the resistance in series with 2 volt, 3 ohm is in series with 1 volt. Now we can represent the circuit as like this. Alright. So if we have to convert this into a single voltage source and a resistance, let us solve this by Millman's theorem statement. V will be given by the addition of the multiplications of the voltage sources and the admittances. So 2 into 1 upon 1 plus 1 into, this is 1 volt, so 1 into 1 upon 3 divided by 1 upon R. Whereas 1 upon R will be given by the addition of all the admittances, which is 1 plus 1 upon 3, which gives 4 by 3. So we have numerator is equal to 2 plus 1 by 3 divided by 4 by 3, which ultimately gives us 7 by 4 volts. Alright. So the value of V is 7 by 4. And we already have the value of R, which is 3 by 4 or reciprocal of 1 by R. So ultimately the current I will be given upon V divided by R plus RL, which is 7 by 4 divided by 3 by 4 plus 2. If you solve this, you get 7 by 11 amperes, which is consistent with our previous results, and hence the Millman's theorem is also verified. I hope you have understood Millman's theorem as well. I will meet you again whenever you call me back. Thank you so much.